Ed Bridges of EBMods coming at you. All right, real quick, I'm going to try to make this a quick video. This is the last heat cycle of this engine, heat cycle 6. This is EBMods Invictus OP-2 Engine. This one's I'm setting out the top of Stoker in Arizona. Getting it finished up tonight, cleaned up, boxed out so he can race this weekend. We're at 15 minutes. We've been getting it warm. We're letting it cool down off 220. So what we're going to do here is a couple clean out runs. We're going to set the idle, get the tune close, and then we'll do some recorded runs and make sure it's running consistent. And then we'll shut her down and do just maybe a quick graph overlay, and then I won't make this video too long for you. So, all right, here we go. We're going to do a couple clean out runs. Let me do one more, and then we'll set that idle. The pipe tends to load up with a lot of fuel. Yeah, so there we go. I turn the idle up while it's warming up to keep a higher idle. Usually around 10,500 RPM. All right. Slow the wheel down. So this video is also being recorded through my new cell phone. Hopefully the quality's better than trying to go through the same laptop as the Dyno program. And that'll be a bonus. Still 720p currently, but it says it'll be 1080p. Alright, so I'm going to do one or two more clean out runs, see if I need to adjust any needles, see how the idle sounds, and then we'll do some recorded runs. Got a good idle. So we're going to do a recorded run right now, just to lock in the code of the program. All right. So I have to let it cool. We'll do 3 runs. We'll look at the third graph, and then we'll bang out 4 and 5. I kind of somewhat the engine on in side 5. So it'll be pretty close to the needles to see if we get anything extra out of it. So we'll bang it down. Acting out line 40 runs. Probably still going to adjust that idle a little bit more, maybe lean out the bottom. At 1.73 that time, all right. We'll do a third run, we'll compare that to the second run. Actually, I'm going to make an adjustment here on the needles while we wait for it to cool down. So lean out the bottom an hour. Pull that idle gap a little bit. So I have a little bit of a high idle and a 2-stage. So this system will do 6 cameras total. What I like to do is hook up other cameras and have one point at the carburetor so you can see me adjusting the needles. And now that I have the phone that I can run the system off of, you can actually, I'll be able to select the camera or have AI switch to those cameras when I do that. So hopefully this all works out. I'm excited. Okay, came down to idle nights. All right, let's just throw a graph up here real quick. We will just compare the last 2 runs. So I leaned out the bottom, and we lost a little bit of that. So now I'm going to go back half an hour. I'm going to split the difference on the needle. Bring the idle screw back up to compensate for that extra fuel. It almost stalled there. I don't know if you heard it. So we'll see if the bottom end came back up after doing that. So compared to the last run, yeah. So riching up that bottom end just a little bit, brought that back. All right, now we'll play with the top end just a little bit. I knew I had it pretty close after the 50 cycle. All right, clean out run, Dyno pull here. Well, hold on, because we're gonna adjust the high speed. Sorry about that. Let it pull back down. So I'm actually going to go an hour richer on the high speed before I go leaner. All right, clean out run, then recorded run. All right. So now some 1 hour rich. We're just going to compare that to the last run. Yeah. So definitely not the right way. So now we'll go back and go 1 hour leaner. So we're going to go back to where we were, and we're going to go 1 hour leaner. So the O-ring has tension to it. That's why I kind of bounce it a little bit and then let it settle. It looks like everything's still recording. I don't see any choppiness on the phone, but we will see. All right, clean out run and then a recorded run. 1 hour leaner. All right, we're at 1.75. Don't get hung up on the peak numbers. Curve that matters. So compared to the last run, it's actually better. And then we know run 3 was our baseline. So it's the same as run 3 still. Actually, it's a little bit better up here. So from our red line here, which is our horsepower, this is torque. From our red line here, you know, that was our baseline at run 3, run 5. We're going to go just a, you know, we'll go a tad bit on the top end. And then we'll back and see what we got. Who knows, maybe we'll have to go more. So wheels slow. Gonna go an hour, kind of like the O-ring bounce there. All right, here we go, recorded run. Or sorry, clean out run, recorded run. You know what, I'm gonna fill up the tank actually. Let it cool back down for a second. had a little bit of a jump coverage there. Okay. Fill, tank lid down. Let's go. Clean out run now, a recorded run. Okay. Peak-wise, we lost a little bit, 1.73. You know, but that's run 3, which is our baseline. So pretty much it actually looks the same as the last run. So we went a little leaner. We went a little leaner on top. It didn't really gain anything. So we're just going to go back. You always want to err on the safe side. You're taking the same power. It will get that run on it, that's it, but you're also talking about maybe overheating on the track. So we just kind of split the difference there. Shouldn't be any really noticeable difference in the power. This won't be lean tuned, it'll be kind of rich tuned on the top end. It's still very close. Alright. See where that graph's at compared to the last one. We lost a little bit up top there, but 3 is our baseline. Still the same since run 3. So 3, well, that was rich, lean. These should all pretty much be the same. So the engine runs pretty consistent, so I know it's pretty well broken in. If it wasn't consistent, that power would change a lot on the run. Let's see something real quick here. Yeah, it's close. Fatten the top back up a little bit. I'm going to go back to lean that bottom out. Turn down the idle a little bit. So I have a little bit of high idle and 2 stages down. Alright, we'll see what happens here. Alright. Clean out run, then recorded run, and then we're going to shut her down. Got a good idle there now. I think we lost that bottom end again. Yeah, got that dip. You got that dippity dip. So, turn the air gap back up. And we're going to let some more fuel in there. You can hear how the idle comes right back down. And all you're doing is balancing the air-fuel ratio on your idle screw. So to richen your idle, you can either close your air gap, you can richen it up, or you can richen up your low-speed needle. So there's 2 ways to do it. If you want to lean your idle out, you turn your air gap up, make your idle higher. Then you would just switch up to low speed to counteract that, so you have the same air-fuel ratio that you need. Which again, with 30% nitro and 10% oil, 50% all, it's like 4.6 to 1. So not that, you know, you're not even doing anything with that number, but good to know. All right, tank is full still. There we go. Clean out run, recorded run.
Alright, we're still plenty rich on the bottom, actually, according to the pinch test. We lost a little bit of bottom. Alright, so I'm just burning all the fuel out of the engine there. I'm going to make sure the piston's bottom dead center in the engine when it cools. Alright, stop the wheel, start the clock. I have these little Delrin plugs that I machine. They stay nice and clean. Cap that, let it cool down, piston bottom dead center, 15 minutes. I'll close this out real quick. Unplug the weather station. Sorry about that. Unplug the weather station. And so we did graph. I mean, you see that it's pretty consistent. It's actually very, very consistent. Since run 3, actually even run 2. I think run 2 was pretty good too. Actually, yeah. But the engine's still cool there. Well, that's why run 3 is usually the baseline. First run, second run really aren't used. The engine's still heat saturated. But, all right, well, hopefully this video came out good. I don't know if I'm going to post it, but if I do, thanks for watching. Subscribe, do whatever you got to do. Hopefully I'll get these better. The goal is to be able to do live stream of customers' engines. So when you send an engine in and you want it dyno tuned, I can put it on here, live stream it to you directly. You can watch it, or I can do it to the public. But just trying to get everything worked out, and hopefully it does. Thanks for watching. Peace out.